Okay. So, today I'm going to be doing Mount Battle and getting ready for the mid game because there's a bunch of endurance battles that we need to go through this next leg up. Let me open PK Hex in case we need to purify something. Make sure my audio is working on stream. I think we're good. Yep. I think, yeah, everything is set up properly. Hold on, let me pull up my stream so I can see if anyone happens to talk in the chat. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Jeez, my computer cannot handle anything. Okay. Alright, let's see here. Oh, our team's actually not looking bad at all. Dude. Okay, I'm gonna mute my mic. Okay, I have to deal with dog barking for a second, but it is what it is. Jesus Christ. Alright, so first of all, I'm gonna rare candy up my rest of my Pokemon to 29. Ice Shard Sneasel. I don't think we need the priority as Sucker Punch already. Volt Switch? This thing is nuts. Definitely for Zap Cannon. No, slow Volt Switch is actually really cool. Alright, so we're dealing with a bunch of dark Pokemon here, so computer, are you okay? So Umbreon is going to be the main go-to here. We just need to clear safely. We don't care about anything else. Just Pokemon that can clear safely without dying. That is quite literally the only thing that matters here. Let me bring up the bosses. Alright, so the ghost type boss, let's see if it has anything super. Okay, it has Perish Song on the Misdreavus. So they might try to like Perish Trap. If I lose something to Perish Trap, that'd be honestly really funny. Okay, they have a Dusclops. I don't think we have anything with Taunt, but Taunt would be super good here. Taunt is very good, or we could just like kill them. Is Ghost super effective against Ghost? You would think I would know this by now. Super effective against Psychic. No, they are super effective against Ghost. Okay, yeah, I thought so. Just gotta make sure of these things sometimes. Okay, so there's a lot of cheese. In Mount Battle, unfortunately. It's really looking scary. Do we have any other spread moves? Wait, we can get a spread move actually. We can get Rock Slide. We might be able to get Heat Wave, maybe. Sneasel obviously comes here, and we give it the Focus Sash. Pelipper stays. We're not going to risk losing a Drizzler, because there's just no reason to bring it, honestly. I need to take the Focus Sash from Murkrow and give it to Sneasel. Not that I think they will ever be in range of killing it in one shot, but you never know. I don't know if Prankster is super good here. We probably just lead Umbreon Sneasel every single round. And we Snarl plus Sucker Punch. What TMs do we have? Nothing particularly effective against Dark types. We don't have or Ghost types rather. We don't have a single Dark move. I can teach Snarl to somebody else. Potentially. I'm sure Murkrow can learn it. What's its special attack looking like? Murkrow can learn it, and it has good special attack. That might be what we do. We just teach it... well... yeah, we teach it Dark Pulse over Light Screen for the time being. Or, not Dark Pulse, Snarl. Assuming it can learn it. If it can't, then we're back to the drawing board here. There's also a bunch of TMs we have access to now that we opened up Realgam Tower. So we're gonna go see if Murkrow can learn Snarl. It can. That's good. So we're gonna replace it with Light Screen. Okay. So that's a good start, I feel like. Can I give it anything that damages? King's Rock is probably solid. I don't have a ton of other ideas. We probably just want to bring mostly Dark types. And then I think the second half of Mount Battle is fighting, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the second half is fighting with a really, really scary team too. That sucks. Okay. So we need to bring a team that can beat both. I don't think Staryu comes. I think it's entirely too frail and dangerous to bring. Staryu definitely doesn't come. And these are all only level 20 Pokemon, so I might be over-preparing, but they are all pretty solid teams, so I just want to be safe, if there is such a thing in a Nuzlocke. We probably bring Gligar here. Acrobatics probably goes crazy, and he's also pretty defensive, so we swap him for Staryu. And then who's better, Poliwhirl or Swellow? Swellow potentially just gets one hit by the enemy. He has better defense and special defense, but it's just really not looking good if he just gets hit even once. Ninetales has extra sensory. We bring her over Poliwhirl. And we can at least level her up to the previous level cap, which was 29. We're not going to give Gligar any items, because we want his acrobatics to hit harder. And then everybody else probably just gets some sort of berry that heals. I think that's an item for everybody. I have 20k. Oh, Nose Pass needs something as well. Definitely just give him something that heals. There we go. Okay, so what's the moveset on Nose Pass looking like? It has Sandstream, which kind of sucks for us, but we can probably play around it. Volt Switch, Disable, Seismic Toss, Rock Tomb. Don't love Disable. I'm gonna switch it for Reflect or Will-O-Wisp. Can it learn Will-O-Wisp? No. Can it learn Reflect? Yes. So we switch out disable for reflect, I feel. And then it has stab rock tomb, which is probably fine, but we definitely switch it for rock slide, which I'm gonna go get here in a second, and we'll probably teach that to Gligar as well. If I get jump scared by a fight here, I might lose, because I'm not prepared for anything. I'm gonna get the T. No, I can't even get the TMs here, because I just get sent away. I'm pretty sure. Alright, they just send me to Railgun Tower. Sucks I can't even get Tailwind, but it is what it is. I can just go back immediately with no repercussion pretty much, but I'm just gonna hold off. Dude, this music sped up is fire. I'm glad we don't have to fight those guys like in Pokemon Coliseum every 2 seconds. That was really irritating. I think that was Waterfall, if I'm not mistaken. It's good for Poliwhirl. Could play battle bingo here. But I'm just gonna go through Mount Battle to get the Poke coupons instead. Battle bingo is definitely safer, but it barely gives you any. It's really irritating. This is Rock Slide. This is Aerial Ace. Can we get some dark coverage for this? Maybe? What is this? Dark Pulse? It's not bad. Sludge Wave. Ice Beam. Scald. Flamethrower. Iron Head. Thunderbolt. Energy Ball. Dragon Pulse. Earth Power. Heat Wave. I'll get Heat Wave. It's a good generic spread move. I can burn. Ninetales for sure. Nope, not Murkrow. Don't know how Murkrow can learn Heat Wave, but cool with that. Probably Kill Swap. No, Solar Beam for sure, right? I don't have anything to set up the sun, I think. Okay. I think that's all I can afford for the time being. Yep, 3K more dollars. Can I sell the nugget that I just got? Oh, I have 3 nuggets. I can sell these revives too. Alright, I have 2 more TMs I can get, potentially. How many balls do I have? Almost none. I should probably save some for that. I'll buy like 1 or 2 more. Just 1 more TM probably. It's like Poison Jab. Thunder. Rock Slide. Shadow Ball. Ice Beam. Blizzard. Heat Wave. I don't really know what I need for now. I'll wait on that. Alright, so I'll get some Great Balls really quick before I forget and run into an encounter without any. Alright, 2-map battle we go. I don't think we need to stall this out any longer. And we just lead double Snarl. Simple, but effective. Shouldn't be an issue. First 5 trainers are ghost type, second 5 trainers are fighting type. Alright, cool. Hopefully the rest of the 9 go exactly like that, but I know 5 and 10 are going to be pretty difficult because they're the bosses. Duskull Mischievous. Double Snarl again. Umbreon follows it up for the W. Oh, I used Air Slash on accident. Probably won't matter. They're level 20, but we'll see. Oh, I mean, I crit the Sableye, so. And then we get Cursed. I think that's fine. Oh, we Air Slash on purpose. Do we get healed between battles? We do. Okay, cool. Alright, so we're slowly getting towards the power creep. We have a Gengar now. Double Snarl. Gengar might outspeed me. Nope. See ya, Bozo. Haunter definitely dies if Gengar does, right? Yeah. Murkrow is farming right now. Alright. Let's just consult the sheet really quick. Haunter, Gengar, Mischievous, Dusclops, Spinette, Sableye. Mischievous is the most dangerous, it seems, because she has Perish Song. And then none of these have a Shadow Tag or anything, so unless they have... I mean, do they have Shadow Tag? I'm not sure. Why does the Gengar have Eviolite? That's probably not correct. Do we have anything with Thief? I don't think there's anything with Thief at this point in the game. Is there TM by chance? If we get something, I will come back and steal that Eviolite 100%. Alright, I think we're just going to full send it with these 2 starters. I think this lead is fine. Okay, so that's probably the grossest lead that he could have gone, because we probably get Fake Out into Trick Room, almost certainly, I would imagine. So we just double Snarl and see if we kill the Dusclops fast enough. We definitely don't. It definitely gets the Trick Room up. I don't think there's anything we can do about it. There's no way we kill it in 1 hit. Alright. Trick Room goes up. Makes the fight a little bit interesting, actually. What are their movesets? Confuse Ray, Thunder Punch, Will-O-Wisp, so it sees Thunder Punch into Murkrow, and Sableye sees probably Will-O-Wisp into Umbreon or something, or maybe probably maybe Swagger or something. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna double click Snarl and see what happens. I think I eat one Thunder Punch. Rolls it into the Umbreon for some reason. And then use a Shadow Ball into the Murkrow. Yeah, the AI is not the best in this game sometimes. I think both of these die here. I maybe should have kept them on the field and stalled out the Trick Room, but this is probably fine. Misdreavus is the worst case scenario, I think. Hunter. Gengar. Okay, I think we're good. They definitely move first, though, still. Curse onto Murkrow. Snarl kills him for sure. Reduces Gengar, maybe kills it, which is good. Sludge Bomb is not gonna do much. No poison, please. Awesome. Great fight so far. Umbreon learns Toxic here. Get rid of Baby Doll Eyes for now. See if I regret that later or not. Murkrow gets hit by Curse, which hurts a lot. We Snarl. I don't think we die to Pursuit. Are they Shadow Tagged? Please don't tell me my Murkrow dies to like some bullshit. Okay, we're good. Shadow Claw into Sneasel does nothing. Perish Song. There it is. 3-turn counter. Why did I say 3-time? Speaking is hard. Okay, Misdreavus avoids the Snarl, Bayonet gets hit by it. Perish falls. We're gonna Sucker Punch this Misdreavus. Smelia. Okay, that's pretty simple. Next leads are going to be into flying types, so we're going to go with Gligar, Murkrow. Somewhat dangerous to bring Murkrow here, but I think it just outspeeds and kills everything, so... This is just Acrobatics Air Slash for the first 4 fights. Alright, easy enough. Oh, there's more Pokemon. My apologies. Doesn't matter. So I always hold Mount Battle off until at least the point where you have like level 29-ish Pokemon, because these teams are actually like not terrible. Well, only the like 5 and 10 multiplies are really dangerous, so like 5, 10, 15, 20, etc. But it's scary, dude. How'd this Machamp just outspeed me? Does Feint have priority? so nice when Mount Battle is peaceful. Dude, I cannot talk at all today for some reason. Also, I have this on for some reason. Alright. Hopefully I wasn't double inputting my audio. Probably not. A choke and buskin. Acrobatics. Air slash. Alright, next fight is the boss. I don't think we really have much to worry about. I think we honestly just outspeed and sweep every single Pokemon in a row. Let's make sure. No, there's nothing they can do. He's cooked. I have like the perfect encounters for this. He's super cooked. Should be a 3-turn fight. So funny and cute how I was like planning all my fights for this, but in reality I'm just overleveled because I held off on coming here. I didn't think it would be this free, to be honest. Oh, I get an ability capsule now too, huh? Pretty useful. 4,000 Poke Coupons, that is not bad. 2 ability capsules, I'll take that. Alright, Umbreon, take me back. I think I'm done for the time being. Level 12, dude, level 25 might be a little bit more than I can handle currently. Level 12, like, is speaking that difficult, actually? So upsetting. Alright. How much does Cross Poison do? Pretty good amount. This is a good team so far. We're looking pretty good. Let's see what we can learn from the move Rememberer now. Nothing for you. Shadow Sneak for Murkrow. Probably not important currently. Ninetales gets a lot of cool stuff. She gets Heat Wave, so I bought it for no reason, unfortunately. She gets Nasty Plot. And she's kind of tanky, and she gets Nasty Plot. Also, this doesn't cost 1,000. It's modded to only be worth 5, so that's really useful. Umbreon? Curse. Baton Pass. Umbreon has huge potential as well. Nose Pass. Ancient Power, baby. Hell yeah, dude. Screw Rock Tomb. Yep, only costs 5. That's so sick. Sneasel. Brick Break, potentially. I think it has a pretty good set currently, though. Alright, can we get any of the stones? No, not quite. We would have to do another floor for any of the stones. We can't really buy anything useful yet. So we're just going to use the Poke Coupons to teach everybody some moves for the time being. Make sure everybody is as good as they possibly can be. I have a Shell Bell. I'm not sure if that's super useful. Maybe for Umbreon, like low-key, since I just use Snarl all the time. It's probably not the worst thing ever. I actually don't mind that idea. Alright, so you get Yawn, but I think you already have it. You don't get anything cool. I already looked at Murkrow. Staryu gets HP Fire maybe, or Recover. Recover doesn't matter for a Staryu. Skill Swap. Swallow gets nothing. Okay, nobody gets anything. Cancel that. Okay, so yeah, what ability do you have? Levitate. So like we could skill swap Levitate theoretically. I don't see what that does. We could skill swap Prankster. Does nothing. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Alright, take Pelipper out. He's terrible right now. Staryu's terrible right now. Let me get the item first though. Poliwhirl, also terrible right now, unfortunately. So we're definitely using Nosepass, he's sick. We definitely use Gligar, he's sick. And it's between, well, we obviously use Umbreon, that's not negotiable. Now Swellow we probably only bring to choice fights at this point. Probably leave him behind. Sneasel is just better on a fight-to-fight basis. And then it's either, I think we just switch out Mischievous for Ninetales at this point. I think Ninetales is just better. Will-O-Wisp, Heatwave, Extrasensory, Skill Swap. We probably switch Skill Swap with Nasty Plot. And then we set up, I mean that's just gross if we can get that set up. So we're gonna do that. And then, honestly, if I can get another coverage move over Skill Swap, I'll probably do that as well. I just taught Nosepass Ancient Power. We'll teach Gligar Rock Slide over Cross Poison. Am I fine with it? Does this have any, like, recovery moves whatsoever? Let me look one more time at Nosepass. Rest or something would be nice. No, not really. Ancient Power is probably fine, I guess. No, Rock Slide is just better, unfortunately. Yeah, Rock Slide is just better. Seismic Toss is just good generic damage as well. Alright, we're looking pretty good. I think we're pretty set up for Phoenix City now. I can get Tailwind, get Prankster Tailwind on Murkrow. Not sure if that's super useful. I mean, Tailwind's always useful, right? Just not sure specifically what fight I would use it for at the moment. Believe that's Tailwind. It is. Pretty sure I just teach that to Murkrow because he has Prankster. And now we get rid of Snarl here. Yeah. Our flying move is more important, I feel like. Could be wrong. Now, what are we leading? Let's see what the next team has, because I'm not gonna get surprised and throw for no reason. Go all the way back to Phoenix City here. So many battles left. Jeez. Alright. This is after... Okay, here it is. First fight is like the Magmar and or Granbull. I think it's Magmar then Granbull. Alright, so let's roll our encounter first of all. Pause Dolphin, so it doesn't have a stroke. Drag over the Wheel of Names. Granbull and Magmar. Alright, another fire Pokemon alongside Ninetales is not necessarily a bad thing. Granbull probably would have been nicer though, to be completely honest with you. Either one is probably fine. Alright, so we get Magmar. So it's going to lead with a Murkrow. We're going to want to set up a screen immediately. We're going to want a light screen. So, can we fit reflect and light screen here? I think instead of reflect, we go light screen because we already have Will-O-Wisp. Can't burn the Magmar. Ninetales not the best lead here. We'd probably lead Umbreon Murkrow, I think. It's safest lead, probably. It's also an endurance fight, so we gotta watch out for that. You haven't beaten this yet? How long does this run usually take? The run is long. Like, I am maybe halfway there. It's a really long game. The game is really hard because all of the shadow moves hit you for super effective damage. Oh, I forgot to get this lady her Taylor Swift disc. This run, like, from start to finish, if I was playing the whole time, it would probably take me maybe 2 days to finish if I was just like planning fights and doing them back to back over and over again, because the late game starts to get really complicated with the planning, because shadow moves just start to hit you so ridiculously hard and you basically are forced to play around the crit like every single turn late game. Alright. Double Intimidate is a cute lead. I think we can Will-O-Wisp this Arbok without any issue. And Umbreon is just a bad choice here. We need to switch to... Gligar's probably fine. Prankster Will-O-Wisp hits the Arbok successfully. That's going to be really good for us. Poison Fang's going to do nothing. Poison? 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 Aw, unfortunate. Oh, Facade from Mightyena. Nice little trap there. This is... I don't need... Do I need Tailwind? Not really, I think I'm just faster. I'm just gonna Air Slash the Mightyena and Bulldoze. Also, this run would be taking a lot, it would be going a lot faster if I didn't keep getting sent back to 0, but I'm bad. The 5th run I had could have made it, honestly, but I just completely threw by not bringing wide guard to the Groudon fight. Is there anything more beneficial I can do here? Can I swap somebody else? I'll just Tailwind, that's fine. My team's actually looking pretty nasty now. The boss of this area is going to be the thing that determines the run, essentially, because there's like 3 endurance battles back to back in this area. We did not roll Grand Bull, so we can't catch it. Another Intimidate, triple Intimidate team, quadruple Intimidate team. So we don't have to worry about Guts or anything, we just go for Will-O-Wisp on the Grand Bull, and then we go for Rock Slide, right? Fake out into somebody, no Rock Slide. I want somebody to make a Kaizo version of this game. Like, this game is hard, but it's definitely doable. Like, I've done it before, and they give you so many tools. I want one of those people that made, like, Emerald Kaizo or whatever to make another game like that for this, because double battles are so much more fun, in my opinion. So much more options and things that can happen. Hopefully we get a Rock Slide flinch. We miss the Golbat, that's sick. Hyper Voice crits Murkrow for tiny bit of damage. Shadow Fang hits Gligar, reduces his attack. Tailwind peters out. Golbat might outspeed me now here. I kind of just want to double switch into something that can eat both hits. Dude, my posture just fucking sucks. Sitting up straight is impossible though, especially when my mic is all the way down here. Cause I don't know where my mic stand is. So I'm holding it up with a Munchlax figurine I got when I was like 9. I'm just gonna Rock Slide. That does nothing. Rainbow dies to burn for sure if he dodges the Rock Slide. I could do it. I should do it. I need to learn how to. The problem is, if I made it and then nobody played it, I would be very sad. But I might play it. I might make it just for myself, to be honest. But I would need help, because I don't know all of the, like, super VGC strats and all that. I'm, like, above average Pokemon player, but I'm not, like, super good or anything. I'm decent at Nuzlocking just because you can plan against the AI, but I'm not as good against actual people because they don't behave like AIs, obviously. There's actually a like Pokemon Coliseum in XD like editing tool specifically made for this. Okay, so this is my encounter. I did not swap. I think I have the right team in the front anyways. It's fine. Yeah, that's true. I could look at Run and Bun. I would need to figure out some sort of encounter system as well, because I don't like that I have to like roll my encounters outside of the actual game. It feels like a little bit more illegitimate. I would like the Nuzlocke-esque of it to be built in. What are the odds this Milk Tank has Facade? I guess I could just look, right? I'll just cheat really quick. It does not, so we're good. Also, I just lost my spot. Alright, whatever. We're gonna Milk Tank. We're gonna Will-O-Wisp the Milk Tank. I've been interested in... I cannot talk today, by the way. Like, my brain is complete mush. So, apologies for that. We're just gonna Toxic this Murkrow. I would be willing to help you do an Emerald mod. That sounds very fun. That sounds very, very fun. And Emerald is just like the best engine. It's like where all the big games are built, it feels like. Or Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Because that game was just such a banger too. Not paying any attention to this fight either. I should probably switch out this Murkrow before it gets smoked. Just Snarl. Body slam into Para immediately. Wow, they doubled into my Murkrow. He definitely could have died there. That was scary. Okay, I'm definitely down. That sounds good. Enjoy Hot Pot. That shit is so good, dude. Body slam into Umbreon. Another Para. This Miltank is insane. Thank you for stopping by the stream, by the way. It's always nice to have a viewer. Maybe one day we'll have 3. Not including myself. Oh my god, wait. Oh my god, I just thought the enemy Murkrow was my Murkrow. And I was like, how did my Murkrow just get let? Oh, what's happening? The dangers of smoking before a run. Alright. Magmar. I'm double para'd. This is so not ideal for Magmar to be in right now. Nosepass has decent special attack, or defense rather. Ninetales takes it better, and she has Flash Fire, but I don't think Shadow moves work as Fire moves. I guess we're about to find that out. Should have poisoned this Miltank instead of burning it. Also, we're gonna go for a Snarl with Umbreon. There's no way he dies. Let's see if I get Para-hacks to death. Okay, cool. I can't talk. I'm about to just stop talking forever. -1 to the Magmar. Sandstorm rages. We're good. Miltank still refuses to die. It just absolutely refuses. Ninetales slot just goes for a Great Ball into the Magmar, and we go for another Snarl on the Umbreon. We're in good shape here. Very good shape. Okay, Magmar breaks out. Very cool. This Miltank has hit like 4 paralysis in a row. Miltank dead. So toxic, dude. Alright, so Magmar's -2. I can successfully and safely swap into Gligar. And then we go for another Great Ball, I think. And hopefully we just end the fight immediately. Easy. Alright, so I could roll a Nuzleaf here for Shiftry. It's either Shiftry or Suicune late game. We don't get Suicune forever. Does Shiftry help us that much? We also can get Entei or Raikou. Suicune is generally the best Pokemon in a Nuzlocke, or the best Sacred Beast in a Nuzlocke, or whatever they're called. I think Sacred Beasts are Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't know, who cares? I think Suicune is the best, is the bottom line. I'm gonna look at my box and see if a Shiftry helps, and I'm also gonna look at Shiftry's base stats because I don't remember them because I've never used that garbage Pokemon. It gets Chlorophyll, which doesn't really matter. Okay, no, don't. Stop. Dolphin, stop. Okay, I'm gonna save. Don't like that. Made way too much progress to go back all the way today. It gets chlorophyll. It has decent stats. It has very, very decent stats. There's no way I take it. I don't think I have another grass type, though. It does fulfill some sort of niche in that regard. But I think it just gets smoked against these upcoming fights, also. So, next few fights are flying, for the most part. They're physical fights, if I remember correctly. We're gonna lead Gligar and Murkrow, probably. Leading Murkrow feels kind of dangerous here. What if, now hear me out, what if we gave him a muscle band, because we don't plan on using acrobatics, and we just slapped Rock Slide behind Tailwind. And then we'll take the King's Rock away from Murkrow. It's not using Snarl anymore. Give it a wide lens to make Will-O-Wisp more accurate. That's actually not a bad idea. And then Umbreon currently has the Aura Filter. Probably a hat on a hat a little bit there. We're going to give Umbreon the Shell Bell for his Snarls. And then we will give Nosepass the Aura Filter. He's going to be our next Shadow tank. We want to take a Shadow move. And then we don't need Will-O-Wisp on Ninetales anymore, but I don't think we have an alternative choice at the moment. Dazzling Gleam, maybe? No. Yeah, that was a big maybe. Okay. I think we're good for this next fight. Our team is solid. Probably the best 6 Pokemon I have. Pretty confident in this team. Not confident in my computer though. What the hell is going on? Is this because I have one extra Chrome tab open? I'm sorry. What do I have open? I only have the bare necessities open, so hopefully it fixes itself, or maybe it's my internet. Please. Alright, let me... Okay. We're fixing. We're regaining. Do we have any money? We do. We could go get a move here. Don't think it's necessary. I think we're fine. Famous last words. I think we give him Reflect over Light Screen here. Hopefully that's correct. I think this is a good lead. Wait, we need to roll the encounter. That is correct. Oh. Okay. Wheel of Names. Come on over. What's my next encounter table? Let's find out. Pre-Gym, Pidgeot, Piloswine, and Pinsir. The 3 Ps. Any of them are fine. Piloswine is probably the best. Pinsir. Great. Pinsir is fine. I don't like that Pokemon. Personally, I really have a vendetta against it. I think it's just so trash. Alright. We're getting into the mid-game. Gotta be careful. Pidgeot, Swellow. Alright. Oh, man. I don't like this. I really don't like this. If I miss, I lose here. I could go for Reflect, but this Pidgeot uses Shadow Storm, which is special. I just need to Tailwind, Rock Slide, hit both of them, flinch one of them, or kill both of them. Like, I literally... Okay, Facade would have been They outspeed me with Tailwind? No. And then I do no damage? None? Okay, we might be able to replace Murkrow with Dusclops or Sableye. We get a basically guaranteed Sableye that we definitely need now. Oh man. Does Tailwind not take effect immediately? What? Did I use the wrong move? I used Tailwind, right? They outsped me through Tailwind? Okay. Fake out onto Pidgeotto. Rock Slide. Really sucks to lose Murkrow before I have Eviolite. Man, that feels really not good. That's the worst run. That's the worst loss of the run so far. Absolutely. Now this Noctowl is just icing me out, dude. Sick. Oh no, my Tailwind petered out as if it mattered in the first place. Dude, what? I don't outspeed through Tailwind? Hold on. Let's take a peek here. $19 speed. Okay. Whatever. I'll take the L. I didn't calc it or anything like that. I just assumed that Tailwind would help me outspeed. Yikes. That Pidgeot is really scary though. I mean, it's hard to get past that without a death. That's tough. That's really tough. Alright, what's next, trainer? No, don't open Steam, please. Pinsir trainer is next. Heracross, Scyther, Pinsir. Murkrow is the perfect answer to them. Alright, we're leading. They're not the fastest, right? We lead Sneasel, Gligar. We have Nosepass in the back for tankiness. Swallow to come in and kill if we run into an emergency. Maybe? No, we bring Mischievous over Swallow because of Pinsir. I'm so upset about the Murkrow. It's like one of the best encounters in the entire game. That's tough. Alright. Oh wait. Take that away. Alright. What Pokemon is it again? Do I outspeed them? Heracross, Scyther, Shadow Pinsir. I'm pretty sure. Speed is important. Murkrow. So I used Tailwind. With Gligar. And Murkrow got basically one-shot by a Shadow Pidgeot because it had a move that had like 130 base power that also hit special effectively or something like that. And I honestly thought my Gligar would outspeed with Rock Slide and just kill both of them, but it was both slower and then did not kill them. So that was really unfortunate. And now we're going to try to steer here because Murkrow's like the best encounter. One of the best encounters, not the best encounter. Okay, so Pinsir comes out here. I can't just mindlessly Rock Slide, unfortunately. So we fake out the Shadow move 100% because it's super cringe. And we Acrobatics Pinsir. Should be a pretty foolproof turn. I dare you to have Inner Focus or something. Okay, we're good there. Aerial Ace into Gligar, we're fine. Acrobatics kills it for sure. Heracross, probably with Guts. How fast is Heracross? I think it's decently fast. Heracross is 85 speed. Don't crash, don't crash, don't crash, don't crash, don't crash. Please. Jesus, okay. Gligar is also 85 base speed. It's a speed tie. I think since it's a speed tie, I probably lose because my IVs aren't perfect, and theirs probably are. Gligar switches to Nose Pass here. Does Sneasel kill this Heracross? Guess we'll find out. I didn't want to gamble on the speed tie. Sandstream might work against me here. Yep, Sandstream kills myself. That's fine, he doubled into me. That's fine. Sneasel is not good. Sneasel sucks. I hate using Sneasel anyway. It did its job in almost killing the Heracross there. Fuck that shitty Pokemon. Umbreon is a safe swap here, and then I just finished the fight with him. Reflect while I stall down this thing, and then Snarl to make sure the Heracross dies after Sand. Brick Break, we're fine. Shell Bell is actually such a good idea on Umbreon. Alright, Heracross is dead. 2v1. I can capture this. Seismic Toss never kills. I think Umbreon lives crit and Sand. I'm just gonna start throwing pokeballs now. Losing Sneasel is fine, but it already wore out its welcome, to be honest. It's just an early game shitter. Okay, these are gonna start doing damage. I hate Shadow Pokemon. This is why the run takes so long. And you can easily get around it by using Shadow Pokemon, but I don't because it just seems too easy. I don't know. Swap to Misdreavus, I don't care if it dies. Okay, this thing just wants to cause havoc. I mean, one of those is gonna sneak a crit sooner or later here. Can't afford to do anything else to it. We're gonna try to put it to sleep with Mischievous. And we will pain split it back to full health if we need to. Or back to half health, I guess. Oh my god. This Pokemon is not even that good, dude. Just get in the ball. Alright, Sandstorm's over. Don't have to worry about it dying to that. Just gonna keep throwing Great Balls and hope something sticks. Thank you, Pincer. Thank you for everything. Dick. Wait, is this an endurance battle? Because if it is, I'm actually cooked. No. Okay. I'm going to heal immediately. So we lose Sneasel. Was inevitable, eventually. Sneasel the Weasel. Or Weasel the Sneasel. However, our box is looking not great. What's next? Wrong sheet. A Shadow Piloswine, Masquerain, Skarmory, Coughing. All, okay, double special, double physical. Well-made team. Swellow does literally nothing here. Shadow Shake. I'm going to assume flying Pokemon still don't get hit by Shadow Shake, so Pelipper might actually be a decent option here. Oh, man. It's looking scary. Nope, can't rare candy anything. When do you start getting better mons? This next encounter that I get has a bunch of different really good possible encounters. It just depends what I roll. And then from here on out, it's kind of just bangers for the most part. More mons in general, so let's see. I get one more here, and I choose between these. Alolan Ninetales, Marowak, Venusaur, Ampharos, Houndoom, Hariyama. Then I get a guaranteed Togepi, which turns into Togetic. Then after that, I get a Sableye, or if I wait till late game, I get Entei. Then we get Zangoose or Raikou late game, and then we get... I mean, these selections are insane. Gengar, Electabuzz, Hitmonlee, Lapras, Weezing, or Pokespot. So, like, we're close to a bunch of encounters. This is just like, this is probably the hardest part of the game, because it's where you have the least amount of Pokemon, and it's like the hardest fights, in my opinion. Like the boss coming up here, I could easily wipe, even though I have a pretty good box. I don't know, I'm scared. I don't even want to keep going forward. They have double special, double physical. Next time, set up the Reflect with him and then snarl them down. It's a pretty good lead. Neither of them should die immediately. I also have a few Pokemon I can Purify, but they're just like kind of bad, so I haven't bothered currently. Last fight in this gym. I have an ability capsule. Does it do anything for anybody here? I don't know anybody's second abilities is the issue. Alright. We also get free use of our rare candies after this next big boss, because then we unlock the daycare. And I just go crazy at that point. I still keep the level cap, obviously, but I'll start rare candying for every single fight. Alright, so Coughing is... I think both of these are special, if I'm not mistaken. I think Volt Switch into Masquerain is solid. Should I set up a Reflect first, just because? I'll set up a reflect just because, and I'll go for a Snarl. I don't think I just die here. Alright, Snarl -1 to each. Shell Bell. So funny. Sludge Bomb into Umbreon probably. Yep, 2 to 1. Don't poison me. Thank you. Rock Slide that Masquerain. Yeah. It's dead next turn. We're gonna Rock Slide Protect, assuming another Bug Buzz comes into the Umbreon. Damn, it ate that. Not gonna lie. Or Nose Pass just sucks. So we have a Bug Buzz and Sludge Bomb coming into the Umbreon slot, probably. Does anything take both well? Gligar. It switches to Air Slash and switches targets. Maybe it's trying to flinch me? Is it trying to flinch me out? Poison me? Poison me? Poison me? Poison me? No. Never. I never get my Poison Heal proc on Gligar. I could just poison myself pre-fight, but I don't think we're at that level yet. Skarmory. Volt switching the Skarmory. Rock sliding again. Maybe we flinch the Skarmory, that'd be nice. And then Shadow Piloswine is coming in next. Decent damage. I love having a dog. Oh, jeez. Alright, there's the Piloswine. We're gonna go for Hypnosis on it. Kind of a gamble, but it's fine. We're gonna go Bulldoze. It's using Shadow Shake, isn't it? We hit our Hypnosis. That's great. Reflect wears off. I had a pretty good time, actually. Hex the Piloswine. Rock Slide. Piloswine maybe dies here. Hex is pretty strong. See ya. Drill Peck. Hex probably kills, right? I just don't want to get Drill Peck crit and die somehow. That's possible to happen. It won't happen. I'm gonna flinch it. Oh, never mind, we just kill. Alright, another fight down. Next 2 fights are an endurance battle, and then the next 2 fights after that are also an endurance battle. Which is really cringe, actually. And I hate having to leave somewhere else because this Pokemon Center person got abducted. Like, have some humanity and leave the Pokemon Center attendant at least. What if you need the help later? You know what I mean? Nothing died, correct? No. I hate you guys so much. Magmar, Pinsir, dude. They have really good attack, respectively, for their attack and special attack. To be fair. I think we purify these guys before our next fight to give us all potential options. Can't believe Murkrow died. That sucks. It really carries, like, insanely hard early. All I needed to do was wait until it had Eviolite to let it die. It would have been able to eat everything in the game. It's okay. There's still Dusclops, Eviolite potential, and a few other decent encounters. Also Sableye, which is gross in this game. Because I think they, like, boost its stats or something. Alright, we're gonna stop Dolphin here. We're going to open PK Hex. Drag, 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 drag. IVs? Decent. IVs? Decent. Both good. There may be a chance. Alright. What animal is Magmar? It's like a duck, right? It looks like a duck. But it has a... I don't know. Looks weird. And Pinsir's like a beetle, I think? Like a stag beetle? I don't know, one of the big ones. Circle Throw is very interesting, I must say. Probably sounds so funny when I'm mashing my keys to type in a name. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Magmar is a duck. I don't like it. I don't like its like circusy arms either. It has scales. This thing is an abomination. This thing is the ugly duckling. Alright, now we go to Map Battle to the Move Relearner and see if they can learn anything cool. And then I'm assuming our game plan is going to be something with Nasty Plot and Ninetales, if that allows, if anything allows for that. We're gonna go get some berries really quick from this guy. We lost our Prankster Tailwind. That, like, does not feel great. I guess we still have Prankster Tailwind with Swellow, technically, but it probably just dies. This Mount Battle, right? Alright, let's see what the duck can learn. Sword Stance, Nasty Plot, Flamethrower, Fire Punch, Toxic, Solar Beam, Lava Plume, Will-O-Wisp. I'm not feeling it, Magmar. I'm not picking up what you're putting down. So, Magmar also has Nasty Plot. Hear me out. Ninetales has Flash Fire. We could set up a Magmar Nasty Plot. Set up a Magmar Nasty Plot, switch to Ninetales in the other slot, and then for the Lava Plume, we don't take any damage and we boost Ninetales' attack. Be even better if we had a fire team. Now, we just kind of need some speed control while we do that, because Magmar's not the fastest. It's not the slowest, but it's definitely not the fastest. Does anything else learn Tailwind? Swellow does. I don't think that's going to be an option. We need a lead that can weaken them and Icy Wind them. Or set up Reflect and Icy Wind or something like that. What is the next trainer? Shadow Hariyama. Pelipper, Magnectric, Shadow Hariyama. So they're a rain team. So our fire strat is not going to be viable for that team for sure. So if they're bringing a rain team, Nosepass isn't good. Ninetales isn't good. Magmar's not good. Nothing's good against rain. Nothing I have is good against rain. We could bait an electric move and swap Gligar in. That is something that we can do. Get rid of Ninetales. Probably bring Poliwhirl, because he's like somewhat expendable. Over Magmar, I want to say. We need to get through the first battle before we get through the second battle, right? So let's worry about that first. You just suck, dude. You're just so bad. You need to evolve, and I just can't evolve you yet. I'm just so... Okay, Pinsir knows Bulk Up. I didn't even look at Pinsir's moves yet, actually. What do we get there? Pinsir gets Swords Dance. What is his speed looking like? 54. That's very below average. What's his defense looking like? Defense is 69. That's pretty good. So bulk up over Swords Dance, in my opinion. So get rid of Bulldoze for Rock Slide. Alright, let's see if the small plan I'm working will pan out. Nope, wrong area. Although I could get more TMs. I don't think any of them matter yet. Shit. I forgot about this trainer. It's probably fine. I don't think he's that good. But I have nothing prepared for this guy. He is the Nuzleaf. I just completely disregarded it because I'm not going to catch it. Execute Ivysaur. Nosepass Umbreon. This is fine. Nosepass baits grass moves. Probably. Which Misdreavus eats. And then Umbreon snarls them down. Okay. Sludge Bomb into Umbreon. No poison, please. Great. Snarl -1 to both. Execute almost dies. Dead next turn. Shell Bell is so clutch on Umbreon. It's actually my best idea yet. Leech Seed. Hate that move. Execute still dies due to sand next turn, I believe. It might be a roll. It's very close. Misdreavus needs the wide lens for Hypnosis now. I'm just gonna hex the Ivysaur. She does decent damage, honestly. Sludge Bomb into Misdreavus does nothing. Execute dead. Ivysaur one shot, maybe dies to sand. Probably dies to sand, actually. If it were me, I would have died to sand there, so yeah, that's what I thought. Nuzleaf kind of scary, I want to say. Drought comes out. Chlorophyll's for the Nuzleaf. That's not good. So here we 100% switch to Nosepass, get rid of the sun. I think Umbreon lives one move. If he doesn't, we reset. Umbreon has to dodge potentially a crit here from Nuzlocke. Yep, he dodged. Yeah, Vulpix goes to -1, so I'm not too worried about it killing me or anything. Flamethrower and Umbreon. Burn is bad, but it doesn't matter that much, at least. Forgot about Leech Seed. I was definitely dead there. Whoops. Good thing I didn't die, right? Umbreon has to switch out here to... Can't switch to Pinsir. I think Gligar's a relatively safe swap. Gligar eats that. Vulpix goes for a Solar Beam onto Nose Pass, presumably. But it died. Alright, Sand hits everybody. No, it doesn't hit any of my team actually, because I'm better. Seismic Toss into Sand damage could kill. Oh, wait, it doesn't matter. I'm trying to kill it, right? That's correct. Acrobatics. Dead. Charge Beam on Mask on her? I don't think so. Cool coverage though. Misdreavus is her name? Okay. Now I need to heal again. Prepare for the next actual fight, which is going to be like Pelipper, Manectric. It's hard not to lose a Pokemon in this next fight too. Do I have a Lightning Rod? I don't think so. No. I don't. That'd be good. Unsure how we deal with the Manectric. You know what we need to do though? We need to set up our poison heal, I think. We're starting to get to that point in the game. Just super easy to do. We just go over to Gate Village. Okay, this is like the only guy that doesn't want to fight here, I guess. Whatever. Hey, guy. Oh, this part of the game is so stressful, I really don't want to go back to the beginning. If this Ghastly, like, HP ices me and crits me or something and kills my Gligar, I'll actually freak out. Nightshade, that's fine. Okay. Wait, is it actually gonna damage me while I'm walking? Or does it only show that? It does, because it's not coded properly. That's really dumb. Okay. I mean, it's probably hard to code it, in all fairness. But that super sucks for me right now. Alright. I'll just keep healing it along the way there. Make sure it doesn't die. 55, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, 49, 48. $47, 46, 45, 44, 43, 42, 41, 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 44, 44, 43, 33, 31. Wow, I was right on the money. Should be good. Just get me there as soon as I walk through these doors. Okay. More super potion. Do I have any regular potions? There we go. Alright. What are we doing here? Mischievous gets the wide lens to help with things. Pincer gets the muscle band, for sure. Now, what is the plan? They're going to lead, probably, we're planning Manectric Pelipper. So we lead Umbreon to Snarl, and then we lead this guy to bait an electric move while we switch into Gligar. We switch into Gligar, and then we just go from there. I don't really know what's going to happen. They could not even lead what we think they're going to lead, so... Okay, please be nice to me, Gauntlet. Electric Hariyama, so they did not lead what we planned. So that's like worst case scenario, probably. This is fine still. Poliwhirl should still be baiting an electric move into Gligar. And then we Snarl. Also, I need to roll my encounter. So I'm going to pause Dolphin real quick. Okay. Wheel up names, bring up the encounters table. Fennec Stadium. It'd be nice if I got one of the earlier battles than later battles, if in all honesty. Venusaur, please, Venusaur, please, Venusaur, please, Venusaur, please. Nope. Alolan Marowak. That's what we got last time, too. It's not the worst, not the best by any means. Alright. We bait the Thunder, we get the Snarl off -1. Great. This Hariyama is going to be a ginormous issue. Shadow Throw, I think that makes Umbreon go back to the party. Okay, interesting. Brings out Mischievous for free! That's actually good for me. Now we Bulldoze, 100% Bulldoze, I'm pretty sure. And then we do not Will-O-Wisp the Hariyama because it has Guts, potentially. Thunder into Mischievous, guaranteed hit, does decent damage. Mischievous is dead to a Shadow move, more than likely, but Manectric dies, that's good for us. Hariyama -1 speed, also good for us. Probably gets outsped by anything that gets put in next. Hypnosis hits. Mischievous will be okay. Pelipper comes in, setting up the rain too late. El Bozo. This is Acrobatics onto the Hariyama, hopefully killing it in one shot, because we don't want to deal with this thing. And we're going to Pain Split the Pelipper. Okay. Cool. Hopefully he doesn't wake up, I guess. Pelipper Scalds. Why did I think I was okay there? Why did I think I was okay there? I think it's still the best play to get rid of the Hariyama, because that thing kills my whole team. But that's really not great. It's fine. He can't even evolve here. This is about where he runs out his usefulness anyways. Shut down the rain. Damn it, dude. This Pelipper outspeeds me and uses a water move into Nose Pass. We bait it. I don't have a move to kill the Hariyama, dude. Hex can't hit it, right? Do we eat one Pelipper move? 56 special defense. Pelipper's not super special attacky, I don't think. We go for it. Wait, no, we have to Rock Slide. That's correct. Go for Hypnosis on the Pelipper. Okay, easy. Hariyama wakes up, but does not get a kill, thankfully. He dies. Losing my only ground type sucks, though. Why did I think I was... I just didn't count the Pelipper whatsoever. I just discounted it completely. I don't know what happened there. This dies to Hex, almost certainly. Shit, man. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, most of my Pokemon are healthy, and only one is gone. And I get a break before the next fight as well. No idea what this trainer has. I think they have a Houndoom and a Venusaur. Houndoom, Solrock, no Drought. Poliwhirl, good lead. Umbreon, good lead. This is Snarl and Water Pulse into the Houndoom. Yeah, has to be. Solrock is kind of scary. Umbreon's kind of weak, huh? I don't think Umbreon dies here. Okay. Houndoom -1. Solrock -1. Moonblast? Alright, bro. Relax. Umbreon dies to double up crit. I'm gonna protect and scout, see what they want to do. They wanted to Shadow Blaze, not Umbreon, and almost kill him in one shot. Water Pulse, hopefully he does big damage here. Low rolled for that, for sure. And then they doubled into Poliwhirl, killing it. That's fine. It's not fine. That's super copium, but it's fine, you know. Pinsir comes out, baiting a fire move into it 100%. We go into Misdreavus. We Snarl again. Umbreon eats the Shadow Fang. Hits him with Snarl. Shell Bell gonna heal me just a little bit. Moonblast, I'm dead to crit. Okay. I feel like I'm in a really, really bad situation here. I'm gonna Hex the Solrock. I don't know. I want to Will-O-Wisp the Houndoom, but that's risky. I'm gonna Hex the Solrock. Can I protect? I'm gonna protect and scout for one more turn. That is taunt. Cool. Lunatone comes out. We're going to try to... Oh my god, I have to attack. Hex the Lunatone. Umbreon has to switch to... Everything dies. Everything just dies. What's the best play? Pinsir has more health. Pinsir's faster. Pinsir maybe does something next turn. Maybe. Pinsir maybe Rock Slide flinches. Who knows? Pinsir takes half health. Hex almost kills Lunatone. Okay. Solar Beam. Okay, so Hex kills Lunatone, guaranteed. We get outsped by this Houndoom. Like, almost certainly. I don't see a situation where we don't. But can we do anything better? Solar Beam, or... Oh, Nose Pass is here. Nose Pass has the Aura Filter. Hopefully Sandstream doesn't screw us over. Okay, cool. Shadow Tease. Great. Hex kills Lunatone. Wipe our hands with that. I can't Hypnosis, right? Because I'm not taunted anymore. We're gonna go for Hypnosis Rock Slide. Does no damage. Hypnosis hits. Wide Lens is OP. Rock Slide kills, I think. Okay. Probably the third or fourth hardest fights of the game there. Now we can go get these TMs and things around before we fight Snattle. I don't know if we have the tools that we need to beat Snattle, to be honest with you. We don't have Azumarill, we don't have Murkrow anymore. It's gonna be hard. Got 3 more deaths here. Let me take all their items. Oh wait, Pinsir didn't die. Wait, 2 more deaths? Only 2 deaths. Okay. I thought 3 things died for some reason. That's okay. It's not okay, but it's okay, you know? Alright, I can actually level up before this next fight too. Oh man. Definitely. I mean, I either take a break after this fight or my run ends, so guess we'll find out which it's gonna be soon. So who died again? Gligar died, I'm pretty sure, and Poliwhirl died. It's okay. So who are we bringing to the next fight? Well, let's see. So we got a Noctowl, Hitmontop, Donphan, Venusaur, Ampharos team. So the non-shadows are all physical. So we're going to want to bring Reflect 100%. Venusaur and Ampharos are both special, so we bring we probably just lead Umbreon, Nose Pass or something like that. That's a relatively safe lead. Nothing super bad can go wrong there, and if they decide to Trick Room, the Nose Pass is in good shape. Next fight, we have to lead Umbreon, Nose Pass again. This team is so good. I don't know, we're gonna have to just play it slow with Umbreon, maybe Toxic a few things. Snarl is gonna be huge. I don't know if Swellow can't do anything. These are all way too bulky of Pokemon for Swellow to do shit about. We might bring Pelipper purely for the Drizzle to cancel out their Hail. That's probably going to be pretty important. Yeah, Pelipper definitely gets brought. Is there a chance where we could set up with Ninetales? Is there any chance? I just don't know if there is. Like, they have way too much coverage, they have way too much control, CC if you will. I don't know how Magmar does a decent job against their team, right? Magmar Ninetales is one of the original ideals I had. But it doesn't work with Pelipper. That strat just doesn't work with Pelipper. We have to bring Pelipper. I think we bring these four, they're all decent, and then... Can Swellow do anything? I just don't think Swellow does anything against this fight. Ninetales has the ability to, and she won't die as easily as Magmar, so I guess she's the option. We're going to level to 37, because that is the next level cap. So, I don't think I'm going to use Destiny Bond here, but that might come in against XD001. Not gonna lie. I don't know, man. I don't think it gets much better than this. Alright. Endurance battle with Snattle and his other admin guy. The plan is lead Umbreon with Snarl and Nose Pass with Reflect and some coverage moves. Stall them out a little bit, maybe get some Toxic onto them. Ultimately, we need to slow down the first battle to a crawl so we can Wish, protect everything back up, and heal everything before the next fight, because we do not get heals between. I feel like Ninetales probably wants a different move. We also have TM for Toxic here. Can Ninetales learn like Thunder Wave or something? It can. Almost everything can learn Thunder Wave in this game, I think. Will-O-Wisp was just not a super strong move for Ninetales. Can anything learn Dazzling? Really? You can. We maybe do it for Pain Split, but I really like that move also. It's really cool to have. Cool trick to have in the back. I think Ninetales gets a light screen maybe. For, I don't know, Will-O-Wisp could come up. Probably not in this fight though, right? Okay. Alright. So, once again, the plan is to lead Umbreon. Umbreon has a Shell Bell. He'll heal a little bit residually, hopefully never getting into KO range. We slow it down with Snarl and Reflect. We swap into Mischievous or Pelipper to put them to sleep while we Wish protect our way back to full health after the fight. Getting ready for Snattle. Snattle is going to be a whole can of worms himself. This is where the run potentially dies. Alright, Barney. Ampharos Hitmontop lead. Pretty good. Hitmontop maybe has Fake Out, which is really frustrating to deal with. Sandstorm goes up. So that was Intimidate from the Hitmontop, so I'm good to Toxic it to get rid of that. And I'm gonna Snarl first because this Ampharos is gonna be kind of killer. And I'm gonna try to set up a Reflect, but I'm probably gonna get faked out. Oh, Umbreon gets faked out. That's fine. Not really, because now the Ampharos hits me with full damage. Shadow Bolt into somebody gonna do big damage into Nose Pass. Everybody gets chipped down by the Sandstorm. Umbreon uses a Snarl now, guaranteed to get off. And now we could Volt Switch here. We probably draw a fighting move into Nose Pass exactly, which I think is absolutely fine because we're behind a Reflect. I think we're gonna Volt Switch the Hitmontop. Ampharos -1. Drain Punch into Umbreon probably heals it a little bit, not too much. Okay. Yeah, I forgot he could have baited a move into Umbreon as well. Wasn't really paying attention there, I guess. This is probably Pinsir? It's low-key not a bad position for him to get in. Although he does die to another Shadow Bolt, doesn't he? Pinsir dies into getting doubled up into, probably. I need to put the Ampharos to -2 at least. I think I swap out here for Misdreavus. Crit on the Ampharos, so that's nice, I guess. Umbreon heals up a little bit with the Shell Bell, which is pretty important. Drain Punch into Umbreon again, probably. Crit maybe kills. Shadow Bolt into Umbreon, doubling up into my Umbreon. How dare you. Sandstorm keeps raging. Umbreon is in trouble. Umbreon is in pretty big trouble here, to be 100% honest with you. Umbreon protects here. I almost have to go for a Wish. I almost have to go for a Wish. No, that's not true. I'm convincing myself. I'll figure out a different way to do it later. This is Protect, and then we'll go for a Will-O-Wisp onto the Hitmontop. Hitmontop significantly less scary now. Fire Punch into Ascarian. Shadow Terrain. No idea what that does. I think that heals, maybe? Weakens regular moves. Okay, interesting. And it also heals, like I thought. Okay, so this has to just be a switch. This is switch to Ninetales, I think. And then we go for a Hypnosis on the Ampharos. Crits my Ninetales, does nothing. Umbreon could have died there, actually. Sandstorm goes away. Both of these Pokemon in front of me are almost useless now. I don't think we want to set up a Nasty's block because we don't want to go fast. We light screen here. And then I mean, we straight up need to get rid of this Ampharos. This is probably the best time to switch into Umbreon, in all honesty. I don't think we get a better opportunity to Wish soon. And then we go for Hex on the Hitmontop. I think it fails, but it's fine. Oh, it doesn't fail. Okay, I don't know my typings apparently. Hitmontop takes big damage. Umbreon's dead to crit. Dodged it. Dodged it. Ampharos wakes up, uses a useless move. Super lucky. Man. Umbreon has to dodge one more crit. I don't think it's safe. I just really don't think it's safe. I mean, Misdreavus kills Hitmontop before he does anything, right, actually? I think it's okay. We just have to avoid crit Shadow Bolt from Ampharos. Okay, it's Shadow Terrain spamming. It might be out of Shadow Bolts. Donphan comes in, Umbreon protects. We immediately Will-O-Wisp the Donphan. Umbreon's safe. The run's not dead. This Ampharos is still at -2, which makes it kind of useless. I kind of just want to keep it there, and then focus down the right side till the end of the fight. Ice Shard does nothing. Not worried about it. Hex gonna do decent damage to the Donphan, probably. Yep. Umbreon's gonna start wishing again. Ampharos uses Shadow Bolt. No para, please. No para is great. Ampharos healing back to full, basically, which is fine. We're gonna Toxic it. And we're not gonna Toxic it. We're gonna use Hypnosis on the Ampharos again. And we're just gonna protect. I think Donphan dies to 2 burn turns. We're just gonna ignore him, probably. Alright, Ampharos is back asleep. Stone Edge could crit. High critical hit ratio would be dangerous. Actually, no, he's burned. I don't think it matters. Donphan's gonna take 1 more hit after this. So, I think we wish again, and now we start swapping around a little bit. Let's get Pinsir out. Now, Umbreon's gonna swap for Misdreavus. Pinsir is gonna Leech Life this Donphan and hopefully outspeed it. It might die if it doesn't actually. Cool. Never worried. Ampharos wakes up, Shadow Bolts, it's -2. Wish comes true, healing Misdreavus. Noctowl comes out, it has Trick Room. Okay. Noctowl might have Insomnia or Early Bird also. That is something that we have to watch out for. We just Hypnosis the Ampharos again. And then... Rock Slide? Noctowl flinches, perfect. I'm gonna go for a Will-O-Wisp on Noctowl and also a Rock Slide, I think. I think Pinsir lives a flying move now, potentially. Noctowl avoids Rock Slide, uses Trick Room, wanted to get Trick Room up, cool. So, I think we we can't Hex the Noctowl, right? Or can we? I don't know. We're gonna switch to Umbreon again and start wishing out our other Pokemon. Reflect goes up. Yeah, it does not affect. Okay, I thought so. It's fine. I mean, we don't really have anything else to do, right? Just keep using Hypnosis on the Ampharos in case it wakes up, and then we'll Snarl again. Or no, we wish. We wish right here. Okay, perfect. So all he wants to do is heal too, and that's all we want to do as well. We're going to Hex this Ampharos. Actually, it almost certainly wakes up. In all honesty, we're gonna Hypnosis it again, and then we switch to Pinsir to get the wish. Yep, thought it would wake up. Okay, so Ampharos is out of attacking moves, I believe. Back to sleep it goes. Wish comes true, healing Pinsir. And now we're just going to Hex the Ampharos. And we're gonna switch to Umbreon again. Trick Room wears off. Why did I switch to Ninetales? I meant to switch to flying type, doesn't matter. This is fine. Okay, I get the wish at least, that's fine. Alright, Venusaur comes out. Could be thick fat. Shadow move gonna hurt here, don't have Umbreon to make it hurt less. Hypnosis, my best option. Could Light Screen also, probably decent option as well. Missed the Hypnosis for the first time. Deserved. Shadow Whip hits Ninetales, doesn't do a ton. And then this Noctowl is kind of just locked in the roost, it doesn't really want to use any moves. I'm gonna Heat Wave. Venusaur dodges a second Hypnosis, Shadow Whip goes into Ninetales again. That sucks. I think we just go for another Heat Wave, honestly. Hit the third Hypnosis. Venusaur dies to Hex. Swap out Ninetales for Umbreon. It's probably using Reflect next turn, not that it matters. Can't use Hex on it or anything, so I'm just gonna swap to Pinsir, and then we will Wish. Alright, I'm gonna set up Bulk Up with Pinsir, and then keep Wish swapping Umbreon until I'm ready to end the fight. It's gotta be almost out of Roost PP, there's just no way. Alright, I think this is the last turn. I think this rock slide kills. Nice. Got almost everybody to full HP. That's solid. I think we're in a decent spot for Snattle. Okay. Hardest part's over. Well, this is the hardest part, actually, but the hard part is over. Okay. Good lead here, please, for me. Gorigan Slowking. That's good. Don't care about that at all. Okay. "100% Snarl. 100% swap to Mischievous. Great protect. Snarl hits Slowbro. Perfect. This is probably Trick Room, which helps me, I think. Doesn't help me. I think they're still slower. Yeah, I think they're still slower, actually. But Snarl helps. And then we Hypnosis somebody for sure. Or do we just go for Hex onto the Slowking? We might kill it immediately. I think we go for Hex. Psyshock, half health, Mischievous, Tri Attack, hits Umbreon only. Doesn't do too much. No hacks. Gorigan avoids the Snarl, that's unfortunate. Still full health, or full attack. Alright, Hex does kill the Slowking. That is good depending on what he sends out here. Could be scary. Marowak. This is my encounter. Really good physical type. I don't have really any answers to it whatsoever. Genuinely, like, almost no answers. This Porygon is still at +0. I have to Snarl. And this might be sacking Mischievous, but I think I have to go for a Hypnosis on the Marowak. It outspeeds me, I probably die, whoever it is. Umbreon eats it. Defense drop is bad. Umbreon's gonna have to get swapped out. Almost certainly. Them doubling up into him is good, though. Porygon -1. Shell Bell heals a little bit, not gonna be quite enough, though. Sandstorm gonna tick as well. We hit the Hypnosis, that's huge. That is huge. Umbreon, unfortunately, has to come out, and we probably can't put him back in for the rest of the fight, in all honesty. We can bring in Nosepass here without starting another Sandstorm for Umbreon. This Marowak probably stays asleep for at least one more turn. They have speed control because of Trick Room. That's right. Mischievous goes for a Great Ball into the Marowak here. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Umbreon safe. Bring out Nosepass. Blizzard hits. No freeze, please. No freeze. We're good there. Mischievous, basically 1 HP. They still have speed control, I believe. Reflect is good here against Piloswine. Okay, so I think Porygon 2 only sees Blizzard because it can't try attack Mischievous. It's not going to try attack Nosepass. So it's basically guaranteed to use Blizzard. We reflect here, we have to reflect, and then on the Blizzard we switch into Ninetales. We potentially switch into an Earthquake here, but I don't think we have another choice. Icicle Spear, perfect. Hits twice, Blizzard comes out, only hits Ninetales, great. No freeze. We're good. Trick Room wears off. We're now faster. We get our Reflect up. This is an important turn. I think Porygon sees Tri-Attack into Ninetales. Piloswine probably sees Earthquake, like almost certainly sees Earthquake here. Ninetales maybe lives one Earthquake through Reflect. Maybe. And then we Rock Slide, I guess. Probably Seismic Toss the Porygon. And then we go for a Heat Wave, I think. Alright, cool Protect from the Piloswine, that's good for us. Burn on the Porygon is good. Didn't get it. Tri-Attack into Ninetales does decent damage and gets the Para Hacks, that's bad. Porygon is dead, one of the hardest Pokemon to kill. I think we're halfway through. Alolan Ninetales comes out. Starts to snow. This is just Reflect from Nosepass, and I'm just worried my Ninetales dies to like Earthquake or something here. Pretty sure it does. Their Ninetales probably uses Aurora Veil. I'm gonna go for another Heat Wave. Shadow Chill. Decent damage. Barrier restores health. Heat Wave. Decent damage. Decent damage from Heat Wave. Huge Heat Wave. We burn the Piloswine. We're living that. We're surviving that so easy. Easy. Rock Slide. Kill both of them. I don't even care. Get rid of him. Get rid of him. Get him out of my game. Critical hit the Piloswine. He's one shot. Piloswine literally dead next turn. Celio sees water into either, actually. Celio sees water into either and maybe kills either. Can we risk anybody here? Can we risk anybody dying for like the long term of the run? Nosepass is really good long term. He just doesn't do much damage. He's just such a good tank. We don't have any Protect on either of these Pokemon, unfortunately, and we both get outsped, I think. Maybe he uses a ground move. I don't think I can double swap. I think I can only swap one. I maybe live if I double swap. Alright, we're gonna double swap. We're gonna go straight into Pinsir and Pelipper, see what happens. Drizzle activates, shutting down the Hail. Stomping Tantrum into the Pelipper, misses. Hydro Pump into the... Jeez, dude. I boosted his Hydro Pump by quite a bit, as you can see. I don't know if Pinsir makes it out of this. I need the quick swap into Misdreavus. Pain Split. Is that my win condition? Rock Slide Flinch almost gets me there. I could Yawn or Air Slash. Air Slash gives me a 30% chance. 30% more chance of Pinsir surviving, right? I go for that, I think. Double flinch chance here, or we could kill it. Citrus Berry. Air Slash, come on, kill it, dude. Not quite. Flinch. It flinched. Absolute Cinema. Get out of my face. Get out of my fucking face, dude. Alright, this run is not dead yet. It's not super alive because we don't have a ton of encounters, but that was pretty much a masterclass on those two fights. Okay. Well, we did it. Arguably the hardest fight of the entire game. I get rare candies whenever now, chat. It's over. Although I can only go to 38 because the next level cap is 38, which is one level. Which is pretty lame. I'll go ahead and free all the people, and then I'll start the next segment. Did anybody die? Did we have anybody die? Nobody died. 2 fights. Huge. We saved our encounter for Suicune too. We did it, dude. That's so hype. Alright. Imagine this was a battle. Got Sludge Bomb, Trick Room. Interesting. Good TMs. Alright, here's where we get the daycare. Rare candies whenever we want. Huge. Absolutely massive. Next fight is really difficult though. It's a stall team. I can't actually get here yet, right? Alright, I'll just start the cutscene where we have to go back. Oh wait, we have Robo Groudon and shit. It's okay, that split is so free. Alright. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and heal now before anything else bad happens. And then I think we're gonna Purify or Alolan Marowak before we leave. 105 defense. Not bad. How many encounters have we had so far? I have 2 more to get that I could get before I end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, plus 6. 19 total Pokemon. That doesn't seem like enough for this point in the game. I mean, I do have 2 more that I haven't used, but it's besides the point. Alright. Stop. Get that PK hex open. Oh wait, I can't do a little Marowak like that because it doesn't show up in PK hex. I forgot about that. We have to do them the hard way, the annoying way. Okay, that's fine. I'll buy a bunch of incense, I guess, and do it that way. Alright, we're gonna go get our other encounters really quick. So I get 1 from the rock and 1 from the Oasis now. Who are we going to want to lead for that? Probably Misdreavus, because she can go ahead and put stuff to sleep, right? Alright, I'm going to get my encounters, and then that will be the last thing I do for today. We get 1 from the Oasis for defeating Lovrina, and then 1 from the rock for defeating Snattle, or vice versa, or whichever. Just my personal rules. You should get something after the admin fights, in my opinion. Especially because this game doesn't have quite enough encounters with the way we have it set up. Alright. Alright. Phone time. Alright, we got an encounter. Let's see. Rock, pokespot. Aerodactyl is the best encounter, I think.
Maybe soon or not?
Yeah, probably. Oh, I got the best encounter. Alright, I'm just gonna put it to sleep. Alright, we got the Hypnosis. I'm terrified of killing this thing, it's such a good Pokemon. We can also trade it for a Meganium whenever we see fit. Because Duking Trade, one of Duking Trade is Aerodactyl. I really don't want to have to kill this thing or something. Don't crunch me, don't have crunch. What's wrong with you? I think Nosepass can chip it down for me. Don't defense drop me either, thank you. Seismic Toss never kills. Looks like I'm good to go for another Seismic Toss, but I'm really scared. There's no variance on this move ever, right? Oh my god, I felt my heart drop just seeing the Aerodactyl get that low. That was uncomfortable. Dude, this thing is such a pain. Do not fight it. Jeez, dude. I know, Aerodactyl, I know. You don't like to be caught. It's critting me. I'm gonna need this to hurry up before we get in trouble. Okay. I think we're still good to crit. There's our defense drop, actually. We might be dead to defense drop crit. I'm gonna pull Umbreon in. Sandstorm no more. It probably uses Sandstorm this turn. There's literally nothing I can do but throw balls. I can maybe get another Hypnosis in. I mean, dude. I really don't want to drop this encounter somehow. One clause. I have no idea what to do. I'm just gonna keep throwing great balls. Please stop it. Okay, it's +3, dude. It could kill my Umbreon if it crits, I'm pretty sure. Okay. Wild Pokemonster are fun, aren't they? I'm gonna go back to a gate to get the berries while we wait for the next encounter. Oh, there it is. Okay. Oasis Pokespot, do us good, please. Best encounter is Chansey. Okay. Dude, everything is so hard to catch in this game. It's actually really frustrating. I might drop this encounter to stay in stream. I don't think Sandstream kills after all those turns, actually. We should be okay. This thing doesn't want to get captured, man. They never do they? Send Masquerade. I always call her Masquerade. What is her name? Mischievous. Send the garbage back in. Roost. Really? Grow up. That's gonna outspeed me and Roost again, right? I think Hex kills it, to be honest. Alright, there's another Hypnosis. We'll try our Great Ball, I guess. I don't know how much we can really chip this thing down when it has a Roost. Alright. What is this thing? It's like a dandelion or something. Alright. Those are our encounters. We get one more from the Pokespot after Gorigan. We get it from the Cave Pokespot, where we can get Abra is probably the best encounter there. I'm gonna go ahead and go back to Pyrite Town, because that's gonna be the place where we're gonna end up starting off in the next episode, or stream, whatever have you. Need to buy some great balls also. Okay, final look at the squad. Well, first of all, these are not dead, so how dare you. Alright, final look at the box and the party before I go. We've got 12 Pokemon left, which is okay. It's not a great number, but it's decent. And yeah, I'm gonna leave it there.